woke up a little bit late today, and everyone is starting to work right now. There's people out in the field, people doing concrete. I have to say, summer definitely kicked in. Things are getting a lot hotter here in Nicaragua and at the coffee farm. And last night was pretty warm, so it's a nice change from all the rain that we've been having. Time for some coffee, and we need to jump in, guys. We need to do a lot today, so we'll get this going. I'm about to show you guys. So the main focus for today, guys, is that we need to finish this pony wall right here. My friend Carlos is helping me today. He's an awesome worker here and a good guy to have at the farm. And we're building this wall. We're gonna make a door right here. And then in the future, this is gonna be an outdoor sink, because when you're at a coffee farm, things get dirty really quick. So you need an area to wash up before you go inside the house. So he's working on that today. I really love how this is turning out right here. Comment below, what do you think about our little mini skirt around our deck? This is gonna be a planter box here. And over there, we're gonna have actually a countertop. Check it out, we managed to pull some wood out of the farm here. And this is gonna be a countertop right here. So we're gonna put them here, and then you're gonna have an area to drink your coffee here in the morning. So we need to finish up the outside of this countertop here. So today, Carlos is gonna start applying the last coat here that it's gonna look white. And I'm excited for this one because you're gonna be able to see it from the other side and look this way, and this is gonna look white. So this is definitely going to pop. Look how incredible it's coming along right now. Now, I will have to say that it hasn't been perfect. Building a home here in the jungles, we've had our fair share of mistakes, and we had to tear a couple things off and restart over sometimes. And it's been difficult, to be honest. First time ever building a home. Today we need to fix one of the mistakes that we made inside. The corners of the wall aren't straight, and we need to get going to finishing the interior, because I want to start moving on to other parts and projects of the farm. But it's been slow progress, you know, when you're doing stuff by yourself and then you have people coming and help, it comes and goes, you know. So, but that's part of life, right? When you're learning how to do something, you make mistakes, and then as long as you adjust, fix, and you keep going forward. So I'm gonna show you guys inside what we need to fix. That smells amazing. Nothing like that fresh cup of coffee in the morning, guys. This is so funny. Here I was excited for the cup of coffee, and I realized I made a mistake. If you saw my mistake before I realized, you're a pro at making coffee. But take a look at this. I added the water into the plunger, which technically the plunger is not supposed to have water. The coffee's supposed to go here, and the water in here, and then you plunge it down and you have your cup of coffee. I did it backwards right here. So this is what happens when you're half asleep in the mountains of Nicaragua. It's never perfect sometimes, you know? This is like take number 2 now. And hopefully it tastes good, so we can get started. I really want to show you guys what we got going on, how inside is looking right now. We'll plunge that. Well, cheers, guys, and good morning. Yeah, that's good. Tastes delicious. Welcome to our beautiful kitchen here. It's coming together. Let me give you a private tour. So this right here is going to be a wall where we're going to be able to brew coffee. And we have this plank here, this butcher block that we harvested from the mountains that we're going to be putting here. This here is going to be an island that we're working on building, so people are going to have some bar stools to be able to sit and eat. And then over here we're going to have the kitchen, which would be the stove, the sink, and then the fridge. So It's gonna be a nice, little, small, and simple kitchen. That's what we're looking for. Really efficient, because at the end of the day, this is kind of like a budget build, you know? So what we need to work on right now is we need to fix this corner. It's hard to tell on camera, but this corner is not straight. So it goes in and it comes out. And essentially, if we don't fix this corner here, you could take a look at like right there, it comes out. We're gonna have problems when we install our butcher blocks and do the rest of the wall. So we're gonna have to demo this section and then rebuild it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take off this whole corner here. So we can eventually expose this whole area to see where we need to fix everything. There might be an easier way to do this, but I definitely like to start from scratch, so you can look at the actual problem and address the root cause, you know, instead of using a bunch of putty here. So it turns out after taking this section off, not only do we have a problem here with this corner that we're going to be taking apart, we also have a problem that the door jamb is not squared. So I'm going to be taking this whole section apart, refixing everything, framing everything, and then we'll see if we have time to re-sheetrock everything. It's essentially a square, so when we bring the door, we can just slide it in. So we're going to get to work on that, and then take everything apart. And that's part of like DIY, you know, when you're doing things yourself, sometimes it doesn't work out, and you need to start over. So. And when you're starting a big project, that's something we need to be conscious of, because if you don't like doing those kind of things, it's better to pay someone to do it, you know? I just finished washing my eyes. That was not one of the smartest things I've done in my life. Look how red my eyes are. Got a lot of sheetrock in my eyes, so I'm gonna wait a bit. Hopefully they stop stinging, and then we can get back to work. But I did wash them a lot, so 10 minutes with water in each eye. Yeah, but I don't know what the hell was I thinking. I was so stupid at me, but hey, you live and you learn. Yeah, so I need to definitely go slower next time. So hopefully my eyes get better in a minute here. All right, guys, back to work. Wish me luck. Part 2. Part of the problem I'm having is I can't see where the screws are or take them out, so I sort of have to break the sheetrock. Ultimately, I wouldn't like to do this. I would like to unscrew it and pull it out, but it's just too crazy, you know? So we're gonna need to slowly be breaking this apart. And I need to buy some safety glasses. If any of you guys wanna send me a pair of safety glasses, comment below, and we can make it happen, you know? Back where it all started, so I thought about it and change of game plan here on what we're gonna do. So instead of rebuilding everything right now, essentially framing everything out, I'm gonna wait and buy the door. So I'm gonna go into town and I'm gonna try to find the door in the hotel, see if we can find a door that fits the measurement here, because it's a small bathroom. And then we'll bring the door in here and we'll create the frame to make sure that the door fits snug and everything is done properly. I think that would be easier. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna eliminate about a foot here from here, so we can fix this corner because it's bad, and then we can fix this right here. And we're gonna clean up, and then we're gonna move on to the next projects here in the farm. We're also doing some farm work out in the field with the coffee plantation. We did finish harvest, so we are pruning, and I wanna show you guys what that looks like. So let's take away this corner. We'll clean up, and then we're gonna go look for a door eventually. We need 2 doors, one for here and one for that side, so everything gets placed correctly. Let's see if we can bend this corner off. It's gonna be a little harder than I thought since it's screwed in a lot, so let's see here. There it is. I already pre-cut in the back side here, so this is why it's cutting away right now because I have pre-cut, but maybe we cut the sheetrock. There, that's what we're looking for, to expose this corner here. So next project up in the list today is we need to attack the outside of the cabin here. We ran out of materials to continue working inside. We need screws. So we're gonna have to do that in the next few days after we come back up from going into town to buying screws. But for now, let me show you what we got going on the outside. So far on the outside of the property, we've done a good job with everything. We did the window framing, the treatment right here, the casing. But now we need to come in and start covering these open gaps here. So we need to cut and trim wood that we're gonna be putting on this side here. So we're gonna start with this wall today. We'll see how far we can get. But ideally the goal is to get along the whole side around the property. All the gaps are gonna be covered up with the batten board. That's what they call that style there. So we have our material here. And we're gonna go through it. We'll see if we have enough. If not, we might need to mill another tree, but we're gonna go through all this material and slowly start making our way across the whole cabin. So a lot of work ahead. All right, guys, we got around 30 batten boards, and we think it's gonna be enough for this wall here. So I'm excited to get to it. Before we do, we're gonna spray a little bit of foam in the big cracks so insects don't go in. And then let's see if we have enough wood. I'm still a little bit concerned that we're not gonna have enough to finish the project, but only time will tell as we progress forward here. So far, it's been good progress today. I got off to a little bit of a shaky start when I got all that sheetrock dust in my eyes. That was a little bit crazy, but thankfully my eyes are just fine right now, and they're not red anymore, so they don't sting either. We're gonna have some lunch right now. Then we need to get back to work. I'm finishing those batten boards, but it is looking good. It is looking so much better than I thought it was gonna look, and we're slowly but surely making progress here. Lunch is served, guys. Check it out. We have some beef heart, some chicken, rice, potatoes, enchilada, tortilla, and some nice bean broth. So we're gonna enjoy the view here and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful lunch here in Nicaragua. Check it out. Look, Carlos has been doing some good work here. So we're gonna let that dry for today. And then after that, we have another coating of the white stucco. And it'll officially be white. And then we need to work on the brick here to clean it up a little bit. But it's slowly coming together. Look at that. So our pony wall right here is turning out nice. We're gonna build an outdoor sink in the future here in the channel. So if you have any ideas for that, comment below. We're almost officially done here. So now we need to move on to the bottom of the batten boards here. Boom, 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 7 there. And then we need to move on to the bottom here. After we do all of the bottom, we'll do the top. And I think we can consider this wall officially ready for sanding and a little bit of oil. And look how nice it's looking. old saying that says, build it and they will come. And now that I've been running YouTube and it's been growing and we've been building this farm out here, I'm starting to believe in that saying, because we've had a few people visit us, and I know more people want to come visit us here in the farm. And trust me, it's on my mind to be able to give you guys tours and be able for you guys to come out here and check out this beautiful part of Nicaragua. It's just that we're so early in the process with everything going on with building, and I don't have all the facilities yet, you know, and it's a lot of work. So we're slowly getting there, but that is on my agenda in the future. Be able to do like group like tours or expeditions, maybe where you guys can come out here and we can spend a few days out here working on the farm. I mean, comment below if that's something that would interest you or you think it's a good idea, and then in the future we can do something like that. You know, you guys come out for a few days, spend a few days here helping, and then we can do something else too. So maybe later, we gotta think about it. If the channel continues to grow and we continue to sell more coffee, we can do more good, and then eventually we can get to that point there. That would be very exciting. This time I'm not gonna mess it up like I did in the morning here. That was quite funny actually. Stuff like that always happens, you know. Clean our mug. Everything is all filled with sawdust because of all the cutting today. Clean that up. If you haven't so, I recommend buying an AeroPress. I think you would love it, especially if you like camping or you like making coffee while you're outdoors. This is it for you here. It's nice and simple, and it's lightweight. Nothing better than a cup of coffee and a beautiful view. Definitely feel blessed to be in this position here.